It's time for your local government segment, Pop Off Politics. This is a series we started to help you understand how the city of Houston is spending your hard-earned money. Joining me this morning is KPRC2 investigative reporter Mario Diaz. Mario, good morning.
Good morning to you. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
It's great to have you here, Rochelle.
I love it.
I know usually we have Zach, but it's awesome to see you this morning. All right.
Tell us what we got going on this morning.
Well, there are about 46 agenda items. Okay, so that means there's going to be, a lot of pieces of paper, probably well over 100, probably close to about 200 pieces of paper here with regards to what's going on inside of the fourth largest city in the United States. So we're talking about millions of dollars that the Houston City Council obviously is going to be looking at this week. They do this all the time, right?
Okay.
So the one that we're going to be looking at the most, we've done a lot of stories about the Houston airport system. You know that. We've been to Bush. We've been to that spaceport. But this week we're going to go back out to, and we've been to Hobby. But this week we're going to talk about agenda item number 18. Let me break this down for you through all the legalese, as our senior investigative producer Jason Wynn likes to call it. I'm just going to break it down for you. Here's the info, all right? This item is essentially outlining the authorization and approval of issuing, selling, and delivering revenue bonds tied to United Airlines and Terminal B, okay? These bonds are called Airport System Special Facilities Revenue.
So tell me, what's the purpose of these bonds, Mario?
Good question, because a lot of people always ask, hey, what does it mean with a bond, right? So basically, they are earmarked for specific improvements. They are not general airport upgrades, and whatever revenue, Rochelle, is generated by the operations of United Airlines at Terminal, then they're going to pay back the bond. They're going to pay that back to their bond holders.
So has the city ever used bonds like this before?
They have. Okay, this is nothing new. The city does bond work. They've done it 5 times, according to the backup information that we've been able to track down for this. Dating back to 1998, this project will focus on expanding the central processing facility, putting in a new baggage handling system, accommodating 22 gates in the North Concourse, and replacing some of the gates in the South Concourse while adding 18 gates with jet bridges. Okay, and this is for Terminal B.
That's a lot. How much money are we talking?
Nearly $2 billion.
$2 billion?
That's right, $2 billion. The new bond here aims to raise about $1.95 billion.
So tell me why this is kind of raising some eyebrows. It's kind of got people.
Yeah, well, first off, you said it, right? $2 billion?
That's a lot of money.
It is, bingo, that is. But also the fact that you've got a company here called Loop Capital that's been involved with this. And I'm talking to some City Hall insiders about this, and they're involved with this bond project, starting to get more information about it. So why does this name sound familiar, Loop Capital, and why are people wondering about this? Well, if you remember, a few weeks ago, we go back to the controller, Chris Hollins, and he was talking about, that big investors conference.
Yes, well, you had to pay.
Yeah, you had to pay. Well, there was one big sponsor there. They didn't have anybody at $100,000. They had somebody that had $50,000. And you remember, if you donated $50,000 or higher at one point, you're actually being provided with a private dinner with the controller, which according to the mayor, you really can't do that because you can't auction off a private dinner with somebody like that. But that's what they were offering to help generate funds for the city. It's all documented. Loop Capital, Rochelle, was one of those companies that were involved and was listed as one of the key donors. So now you have them involved with this project. So it's kind of interesting to see that perspective. Again, this, according to some insiders that we speak to on KPRC2 Investigate side.
And that was a heated discussion between the mayor and Chris Hollins. They were going back and forth about
this. And then all of a sudden you have Loop Capital in the mix here with this big project. And we know that obviously there's been a lot of questions asked about a lot of things going on at the airport. We've asked them in the past. So this is something that's obviously going to be of interest. We'll see exactly who is going to ask questions about this tomorrow at City Council, if they even do. You never know.
We know that you're going to stay on top of it, guys. That is our investigative reporter, Mario Diaz, who is always on top of these big issues. Before you go, if someone wants to know more about an agenda item or a concern, how can they contact you?
Real simple. mdiaz@kprc.com. Again, that's mdiaz@kprc.com. Or the Investigates team, investigates@kprc.com.
Yes, or you can find him on social media. He's also on social media,
so
he is the guy. Thank you so much,
Thank
Mario.
you so much. Appreciate it,
Have a great day.
You as well.